Hi folks, I just thought I've called this the Mace Massacre commentary. I spent some time over this weekend watching some Mace videos and I've got to comment. I have to comment because things are going a bit apeshit, if you like, and the old bullshit meter was going boing, boing, boing into the red. Okay, the first one of the first ones I saw, there was a whole line of ladies, full line of ladies in a gym. A guy dressed in really nice, tight, pants and so on, looking the business, walking around like some form of, army officer with an ego trip. And what are the women doing? They're like this. And they're all going like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I had to switch it off. I mean, the guy's marching up and down, barking commands and all sorts of things, and these women are doing nothing basically. I mean, it's not Mace training. That's not training of any sort. It's bullshit. And I mean, here it's the mace, the steel mace in particular, must be the manufacturer's best friend right now, because every gym's buying them and they're doing everything but the right exercises with them. So that's number one. So that's the egomaniac, the gym owner who's marching up and down in his tight pants, like this. The second video that I saw, 2 women demonstrating the mace at the Arnold show. Right? Now one is doing, every time she swings the mace, she's going like this, which is throwing the angle of the mace. So if she throws it over here, where's it going to go over here? So she's going like this, steadying herself, and throwing the next one the opposite way every time with the dip of her knees. And I mean, okay, I don't know whether that's come from kettlebells or wherever it is, but the point is, whoever taught her hasn't shown her the proper movements. The second girl is standing there, happily swinging from the chest, no effort whatsoever. And I've talked about this a lot of times before, and I'm going to talk about this again. So here, she's swinging from here. There's no control over the speed, so the mace is going to go faster and faster, okay? No control whatsoever. One of the reasons why you pull the mace down, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute, is as it gets heavier, you have to control the speed of the mace. As it goes through its cycle, doesn't matter whether it's 10 to 2s or 360s, you've still got to be able to control it. Now, so that's the second video. So then we've got the egomaniac, the Arnold debacle, we'll call it. So that's another massacre number 2. And then somebody else in his front room swinging the mace with a little child on the floor and a dog running around, or some sort of pet. I can't actually remember whether it's the dog or a cat or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Now, okay, he might be, okay, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He might be aware of the swing of his mace and he's watching the little girl or boy on the floor. Now you've only just got to, but is that setting an example? No, it's not, because then you've got to get some idiot who's going to do the same, forget where he is. He's going to be swinging in a way and the child will crawl into the path of the swinging mace or swinging clubs. It doesn't really matter what you're swinging. You cannot have a child or a pet there. Now I'm going to tell you very quickly, I found this out myself. One day out in the garden, swinging clubs, and these were these long ones here, the 26 inches. I was swinging them, and we've got a couple of cats in the house. One of the cats decided to, what did it decide to do? As I'm doing like this, and I can see the cat going through it, and the clubs are coming down, and bang, caught it on the side of the head. Luckily it didn't hurt, it still lives to this day. But I mean, that's my personal experience. But can you imagine, whacking a little child, whether it's 6 months, a year, 2 years old, or even older, on the head with that? come on guys, come on. I mean, this is like Mace Massacre, unbelievably stupid, unaware of safety. Okay, enough of the rant. I thought I'd try and turn this around into a positive now. When you're starting to learn the mace, one of the most important things is to learn control. How to control the mace. And now I'm going to basically talk about holding the mace down here, nice and low. And I'm going to go through three sizes. So this is a 7 kilo, then I'm going to do the 10, and then I'm going to do the 14. And I'm going to show you the way that I think that you should train. Because in the very, very early steps, this is really your basic material that you have to understand. So, don't try and do any of this stuff. Because that's advanced stuff, okay? Don't try and do any of that. Just take the mace here, pick it up below the head, straighten it in front of you, and hold it here, okay? Now, the exercise that I'm going to show you, first of all, I'm going to do the 360. 5 times to the right, 5 times to the left. With my left arm above, that means my left arm, when the mace is behind me, as you can see, it's down here, so it's the lowest hand, and it should be slightly saber gripping here. This hand, at the end, is hammer gripping, okay? So, and then take it nice and slow and bring it to a standstill. So I call this a stop-start mace swing. Right, and it's the 360. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Nice and deep at the front. 4, 5. Now reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to notice another thing. It's that the upper body has to counterbalance the head of the mace. So when you're doing this, there's a lot to think about. So the counterbalance happens, and I'm going to throw this to my left, and I'm going to exaggerate the counterbalance. So you can see that I'm leaning this way as the mace is going over here, and then when I'm bringing it back on this side, I'm leaning to the other side. So it's a movement like this, okay? Now, you'll see this much more with the 10 and even more with the 14. So we'll do the 10 next. So, same thing, picking it up from here, straight up in front of you. So it's right in front of your nose. And I'm just going to say here, I don't think you should need to worry about 10 to 2s or 360s. You just need to get your swing right, because the 10 to 2 is basically a combination of a 360 going left and then right. Okay. So here, I'm just practicing in one direction, then changing direction and doing it the opposite way. Now this time round, that's the way that I had my hands the last time, and here I'm going to change my hands. Same thing. 1, 2. See the counterbalance? 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, please notice it's a heavier mace. This is very, very stable down here. If I was doing it to here, it's nowhere near as stable. It's very, very wobbly. It's nice and stable down here. It's not resting against my body, but it's stable. Okay. Now you'll see the same with the 14. And as I said, these exercises are prerequisite. You have to be able to do this properly. I mean, all this business, man, what a waste of time. What a waste of time. Even those two, I mean, I actually feel sorry for those two girls who are demonstrating at the Arnold show, because whoever coached them should have a smack on the wrist. Or, maybe even worse, they don't know what they're doing. Right, 14 kilo. So you can see I can really feel the weight pulling my arms down. So I mean, the longer they are, the more steady the mace is. So here we go, the same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. So you can see the counterbalance happening. The arms are receiving full triceps extension at the back now. Because in this particular case, I'm demonstrating with two hands. You have to be aware of a variation. I'm just going to use a dowel to show you what I'm talking about. When you start with a mace here, left over right, when they go over, you can see that the left is going to drop furthest at the back, and I want the mace to swing from the elbow. If you're trying to swing up here, you're stressing the elbows unnecessarily. Has to be a full triceps extension there. Okay? Same the other way around. Here, the right is the lowest at the back. Turn it round. There it is there. This time I'm swinging from this elbow. And to demonstrate that the most, because with swinging two-handed, it's a little bit difficult to see. And I'm going to show you an advanced move with one arm where you can really see how the elbow is bending over. Okay? So I'll put this one away. Go back to the 7 kilo. Now, I'll swing this 5 times, and I'm going to do inward across the body. And just watch, I want you to watch the elbow around about here. Okay, I'm going to start from here. I'm going to go a little bit faster now, just so that you can see how the elbow is supposed to be working. So there's the elbow there. Now watch two-handed. Some of the weight's transferred to the other hand. Now I'll change direction. It's the same on the left. Watch the elbow. Two-handed. It's not as acute, it's not as visible, but if you do it one-handed, you can really see it. That's the correct movement of the elbow. And I'll turn around, and I want you to now focus on looking at where my hand is. My hand should be around about here. Okay, two-handed first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now one-handed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the other way. This time my left is lowest, But when I let go with my left, right goes right down. So you're looking triceps extension down as far as you possibly can. Because if you swing from up here, as so many people do when they start, you're putting unnecessary pressure on your elbow and your biceps is slightly engaged. And I want you to disengage your biceps and stretch your triceps out to do it properly. So, I hate to be a pain, but I'm going to just remind you, whoever taught those girls in the Arnold show, man, that really wasn't good. And that Maniac Coach in the other video, you know, sort of like this walking around, you know, thinking he's God's gift to bloody mace work, and he's not. And then the other thing, the safety issue of the guy swinging his mace with a baby or a small child and a dog in the same room. You know, I don't know whether he was focusing or not. It's just crazy stuff. It really is. You know, it's common sense. And what's the worst about that safety one, the baby and the dog, is that he's setting an example for somebody else. And then you're going to, you know, some idiot, I mean, that would crack a skull. A mace is it's a weapon, for Christ's sake. It would crack a skull. So, end of my rant. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you put it to good use. And coaches, please try and work on your own mace work first before you start teaching, because honestly, some of the stuff I'm seeing right now, I hate to go on about it, but it is shocking. It is shocking. It's not mace work at all. I mean, people are just putting in exercises, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. It's not what it's about. People in India who learn to swing the mace do it all their lives. It's a lifetime thing. You know, so please, mark my words, try and learn to do it properly. There are good teachers out there also, I'm not knocking everybody here, but that's all I'm going to say about it right now. I think I've got my message across. See you in the next video.